is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Hey there folks, and welcome to this midweek video of mine. It's not really a vlog, I might call it a vlog anyway. It's more of an unboxing, I suppose, but we'll call it a vlog, why not? We didn't do anything particularly special for my 50th vlog. I was just chilling out on the couch, did one of my cheap ones, and so perhaps we'll make this slightly more special than, hey, using the proper camera and the proper microphone and such like. But my new headphones arrived. I don't even know, I'm going to move this microphone over a little bit so it's a bit nearer me. I don't even know if I said to any of you that I was looking for new headphones, but I had mentioned, I think, a few times that the ones I used for gaming and streaming were slightly heavy. The sound was fantastic, the Turtle Beaches that I had, so I was drawn to Turtle Beach almost immediately when I was looking again. I kept putting it off because I always try and go for the high-end ones if I can, because there's certain features that I like, such as, well, need, really. There's no such thing as like when you're a gadget person. Need, people. There was the key to optical in and out at the back of the receiver of the wireless headset, which is key, which is something I had on this one. It means that you can have your sort of soundbar and your headphones optical plugged in at the same time, because your soundbar effectively passes through the headphone receiver via the optical port. So as long as you've got an in and an out optical, you can do that. And that was, I didn't want to be fiddling around every time I wanted to use the headphones, so that was key. And Bluetooth, which is something I didn't have on the previous set. I wanted a pair. Now, as some of you will know, I bought this pair of Sony headphones, little Bluetooth numbers, and they're really good, really good. They're £80, and I did I do a video on these? I can't remember, but I did show them off. I'm sure I did. And they're great, and they've got really good bass on them, and they're great for listening to your music. Not so good, however, for gaming, because the bass is far too high. It doesn't, nothing's really balanced for the gaming side of things. But for music, they're absolutely fantastic. And they work off Bluetooth, connect to any device, and off you go. So I was keen to have a pair that could do the Bluetooth side of it as well. And that means that irrelevant of how each console works or whatever, I can always Bluetooth it to the telly and still get sound from the TV. So that was sort of in the back of my mind as well. And also, I might use them for music because without any doubt, they might actually be slightly more, well, they will be. They're a lot more expensive. And they might be better on occasion to use if I'm really going for it with the music. But that little pair are actually really good. So here we are. Without further ado, I shall show you, well, you already know from the title of the video, but I shall show you what we have. Now, this is going to be a bit of an unboxing, not like pros do it, people, you know what I mean? I haven't got a desk laid out and all that malarkey. I'm just going to try and do it as best I can this way for you. So, a beautiful box, and this top piece slides off, like so. And then we have the main box underneath, which is pure white with the Turtle Beach logo on it. You can see that. Beautiful, it's true. And then it pops open from the side with this little pulley to reveal the beautiful headset inside. I'm going to try and not drop these. Not even used them yet, and he breaks them. So there you are. So there's a whole bunch of things in there. So that's probably as best a view inside the box I can give you. And let's take them out and have a look, shall we? So that's as far as I got, and then I thought, you know what? I'll do a video and let people see them. So what I'll do is, this will be one video by the time you see it. But I'm going to record this bit, just showing you what comes out of the box. And then I shall go and set everything up, and I'll let you know if it sets up the way I'm hoping it will. So, here they are, people. The earbuds, earbuds, as if. The ear parts turn out and in, like so. Now these parts, I understand they sort of flash on and off and such like. There's all sorts of lights on them, but you can get different plates, and if you register them if you register for your extended warranty on the Turtle Beach site with the serial number of your headset, I believe you get 2 free pairs of the plates for the side that you can pick which design you want. Although a lot of people did say they didn't like an awful lot of them, but some, because they were a bit fancy, but some of them, there was a few that are slightly, less. I think these ones show off too many lights is what people didn't like, I think. But I'll see what I think. I've not even seen them plugged in yet. So there you are. So I can already feel them much lighter I'll compare these in a second with the pair that I was using, as you'll have seen in my other videos. Interestingly, they don't actually say, well, it doesn't say left and right, but actually it looks fairly obvious, people. Shall we give them a go? Wow, eh? And they go around your ear, so your ear sits in the middle of them. Very comfortable. Now, they're not the lightest headphones in the world, but they are lighter than the ones I had. I'd have to pull these down a little bit. And they are also noise cancelling, which is a terrific little feature if you want to take them out and about with you and use them with your mobile devices. Oh, that's nice. So I just made them a little bit longer there, people. There you go. That's better. Wow, eh? Now, you'll also notice that there's no big microphone sticking out, and that's because it's all built in. So it's another nice feature so far as... I'm not sure how good the quality is, right enough. I haven't tried them out yet. But it is nice not to have the big microphone sort of panning around. As you all know, when I do my videos anyway, I talk through this thing. So it's only really for if I use them to do chatting while I'm gaming with a friend or whatever. So very comfortable. They've got a lovely... they've got the blue stripe because these are the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3 specific ones. And the reason that they're specific to that particular... There is a Xbox version called the Elite 800X. And the reason they're different is because the chat works different on the Xbox as it does to the PS4. However, you can use them on the Xbox, but you'd have to have the Xbox adapter for the controller that doesn't have... They've got an adapter that you can plug into the controller, and it's just got a normal headphone jack on it, and that little lead plugs into here, and then you can chat just like you would with a normal headset. Not 100% wireless at that point, of course, because you've got the little cable going to there. You don't need that for the PS4, but so you can, if you've got both consoles like me. That was something that was in my head. I won't use it a lot on the Xbox, but it'd be nice to have the option. So that's fantastic. That's all I need, really. So at some point, I'll probably buy the little adapter for the Xbox controller, most likely when I buy the Scorpio when it comes out. So that was a big bonus for me. Obviously, the Bluetooth as well, and there's a lot of the little socket for the cable. I assume is this one here, and I think there you go. So I actually powered it on here on the side of the plate, and the lady said powering on. I don't know if you caught that in the microphone.
Noise cancellation on. Noise cancellation off.
So there you go. So whatever you do on this side here, there's a Bluetooth button there, I think, which we won't touch yet. So there's, yeah, so I'll tell you what. Let's unpeel it. You can't really see it properly because it's got the plate on it. So it's got the film on it. So let's take that off, shall we? So you can see them properly. Why not, eh? If I can't share it with you, who can I share it with? There you go. See what's going on properly now. So on one side, oh blimey, I've got some learning to do. So yeah, there's basically 4 buttons on each side. That looks like there. That looks like top and bottom is chat volume up and down. And I need my glasses. There's a presets button to the left there, and I'm not sure what the other one is. It's not the Bluetooth one. I think that's on this side. On this side, you've got the Bluetooth button here. And power on and off there. And standard game. Yeah, so you've got the volume for the actual audio from the game up and down on the right. And you've got the chat audio up and down on the left. So I like that because on the other ones, it was all on the sort of rim. So we'll see how easy it is to hit those by mistake, or not, of course. So there you are. Yeah, I love these. They're absolutely gorgeous. I mean, they've got a beautiful silver bit there where you slide up and down. They go flat, so if you are travelling, you can pack them away a bit nicer without damaging them. This is beautiful. This is really comfortable when I put that on. And there's also there's a pad here. It's for the top of your head. And like me, when you've got either a hat on or, hair, or a lack of it, that's particularly helpful as an extra cushion. So if we compare them to the old pair before we take other stuff out of the box, I think you can probably see just how much more slimlined they are. The earpieces are a similar ilk, but they're much thinner. I mean, if you see that one's got a massive microphone attached to it. It does unclip if you want it to. It can unplug. And these, unbeknownst to me at the time, were an Xboxy type set, but they did me for what I needed them for and had all of the features these have, apart from they didn't have Bluetooth and stuff. So, but they've been fantastic, and the sound in them is amazing. However, there's a material on these as opposed to a leather material on these. They're not actual leather. I think they're a pretend leather. And obviously the blue instead of the green, because these are PlayStation ones. These were Xbox ones. So without any doubt, I think you can see the difference there. Much more streamlined, aren't they? Very nice indeed. And these ones sat on, they perched on the transceiver. So it actually sat like this and the transceiver was down the middle. And that was fine. And it had all the connectors I needed at the back, the optical in, optical out, and so on. However, these ones have a base unit that they actually sit in because they charge from underneath. So they sit in a little base unit like so, and the base unit has all the connectors on it. I'll try and give you a picture of that. Well, to be fair, oh no, maybe not. I thought maybe there was a picture on the box. Yeah, there is there. Just in that corner there. There you go. So they perch in a little box like that. And that's what the receiver is. So there we are. I think, was that all I wanted to compare off the two? I'm sure there was something else I wanted to tell you about the other pair, but I can't remember what it was. So there you are. So this is the way I want to set it up. I want to be able to plug just like I did before, the optical into the TV. So there'll be an optical coming from the TV into the headphone stand, which is the receiver. And then the out from that will then go into the sound bar. So that means that these are getting sound and the sound bar is getting sound. Now that's perfect. However, it'll be interesting to see if then the chat works if I plug into the PlayStation. So what happens then is there's a USB cable that goes from the back of the transceiver to the back of the PlayStation into the US. So there's a cable that goes from the transceiver into the USB of the PS4 Pro, and that's what carries the chat. So in theory, it's a separate channel, so I should be able to chat and have all that sound coming through the TV. And what that means is I'm not limited to having all of these funky headphones being used just for the PlayStation and then having to unplug it to get it for something else, because it doesn't matter what I'm playing, whether it be a Blu-ray, whether it be the PlayStation, the Xbox, the Sky, not Sky, but the satellite box I've got, anything that might have sound, as long as it's coming through the TV, I'll get it through the soundbar and I'll get it through these. So that's the ideal that I'm looking for. So I'm going to go and I'm going to try and set it up, and in but a second for you, and probably about an hour for me, because I'll have to put stuff on and test it and see if I can find someone to chat to, and we'll see how I get on. I shall see you shortly. In fact, wait, just before I do that, I forgot to show you what else was in the box, didn't I? So there's this little welcome to Turtle Beach. Well, welcome to Elite membership it is. And I better be careful I don't give away any sort of codes here that I might need. It doesn't look like there's anything on it. But basically there's a welcome to Elite Turtle Beach card there. There is a little box here, which is all wrapped up, which is going to hold, I suspect, all the cables. Let's see if we can do this. You see, you see, this is how off the cuff this video was, because I didn't even know that this was I thought I was just going to reach in and all the little bits will just come out, you know. So here we are. Let's see, people, let's see. there does seem to be something else in there. Obviously the stand is probably at the bottom. So what have we got here? Can we get into it easily without this video taking forever? Where are you at? Here we go. I always end up ripping things like this because it doesn't quite... Here we go. So it opens from the side here. Ah, this is the stand. So there we are. So that was the stand in a little Turtle Beach box there. And it says on it, transmitter box. So in fact, if I take it out of its little bag, come on, there we go. We can actually show you them sitting in it in theory. See how easy it is. It's a magnetic seat, so they should just go. It's got the plastics on it again. It does feel quality, has to be said. Haven't told you what the price is, have I yet? Wasn't cheap. When they were first released, they were £250. However, when I went to buy them, I managed to get them for 180. So, well, they were 176, but I paid for next day delivery, which was a £5. So there we are. Here we go. Here's the stand. It's a nice weight to it as well. So you've got the little Turtle Beach symbol at the front. I suspect maybe there might be some little lights come up at the front, don't know. The back has the 2 optical ports, the USB, and not sure what that one on the left is, but then there's the power one, I think. I'll show you that. So that's what you've got on the back of it. And if we don't know which way round these go right enough, I don't think it matters. Oh yes, just clipped on like no one's business. They did. There you go. And there you have it. And they just, yeah, I mean it does just suck it right in. There you go. When you pop them down, so there's no faffing around. And it's this one that's got the magnets on it. And from those magnets they charge. So you get, I believe, about 10 hours battery life out of them. Ah, that was the other thing I was going to tell you about the other ones. The other ones, instead of having the rechargeable battery, they had on the side here, you take the plate off and you had these batteries which you can change. Now, there is an argument that says that that's slightly better, simply because if the battery goes in the headset, then I don't know what you do there. And also, if your 10 hours runs out and for some bizarre reason you are a mental gamer that does play for more than 10 hours straight, because you can just pop them down in that thing and let them charge while you go and have something to eat. But you can also charge them via cable, via USB. So if you've got a USB cable that's long enough, in fact there might be one in here, but let's see what we've got. Let's see what else we've got, people. There's another box of a similar ilk. There's a little pouch here, it's almost like a CD box, which looks like the manuals and stuff in it, which I don't think we need to open at the moment. And yeah, here we go. Turtle Beach cables. Let's see what cables we get with it. I believe you get an optical, the USB. I'd be surprised if you get any USB that's long enough to charge while you're wearing them, though, to be fair. Try and do it without ripping them, Stephen. Not that it matters, but I do like keeping things in as pristine condition as I can. Alright, well then, little box opened up. So we have a USB... Well, that's a USB cable that may well be for the transmitter to the... Yeah, for the mic to the back of the PlayStation. Hoping that's long enough. If not, I might have to get another one. I'll let you know once I've set it up. I've got a distance of maybe a metre and a half, maybe. So we'll see how long that is. Oh, that's the... So that's the... If you want to use the headset with the Xbox adapter, that's the cable that will plug into your earpiece and then plug into the adapter. So that's all sorted. It's in there for you. Don't need it for the you don't need it for the PS4 though. Or I don't think you need it for the PS3 either, from what I tell. It says PS3, PS4 full wireless, so. And actually that looks a slightly longer lead. It's another USB lead with the same fitment on the end, so it's another one of the same there. And then you've got an optical cable, which looks quite long. So as it happens, I've still got the 2 optical leads that I'm using already, so it's going to be quite an easy setup for me because I'll just unplug the old stand and plug the new one in. So the only thing I need to do is the USB cable. And that's it. That's all that's there. I say that's it. It's quite nice, isn't it? So there we are. Yes, I'll go this time and set it up now that I've finished doing what I was meant to do in the first place. And I shall see you all very shortly. Okay, so I just set everything up and it is perfect, people. It's perfect. It's amazing. So the way I hoped it would work is exactly how it is working. So I've got the optical fed straight into the TV rather than into the PlayStation. So that means that we can get audio from whatever it is I'm doing, as I explained. So it doesn't matter whether it's Xbox, whether it's PlayStation, whether it's the satellite, whether it's, you know, whatever. I will get sound into those headphones and into the soundbar. So fantastic. So the other thing we needed to test was, would the mic chat work if I wasn't plugged directly into the PlayStation? And that seems to be a yes as well, because although I haven't actually spoken to somebody, I went into the mic adjustment levels for the PlayStation and it was reading my voice with the saying how good the signal was. And it was really, I didn't need to adjust it at all because it was picking my voice up really, really well. So it obviously has a really good inbuilt mic. So I shall maybe update you all, maybe in another vlog, once I've actually had a proper conversation with someone, just to see how it all sounds. The volume on the left and the right work perfectly. The sound is absolutely fantastic. I put a bit of music on. It just sounded phenomenal. Although I haven't actually played a game as yet. I'll update you in a later vlog. But it sounded just incredible, just even with the music. So and the volume I didn't even go as high as it can. I mean, it got really loud anyway, and it was fantastic. It goes well beyond the volume level that I like, which is quite loud anyway. So absolutely fantastic. If that level of quality, I may well use those for my music from time to time as well. So, and they're really comfortable. The only thing I felt, I mean, it is a really warm house, this anyway, but so I did feel them getting quite hot. But it's only natural, they're cupping your entire ear. So I think it would just be a case of getting used to it, and opening the damn door, people, would help. I've closed it to make the video. I usually have the garden door open in the evenings all the way to 10 o'clock, just letting air in, because the house just builds up so much heat during the day, which is a good thing, because it'll help in the winter, people. A couple of other things I noticed. What else did I notice? Yes, there was 2 USB cables in the pack. One of them is actually, it does tell you on the little cellophane wrapper that they're in, that one of them is for the updating. It's the update programming cable. So you plug that into your PC or whatever, and you'll be able to do your presets. So you can load presets into it that are specific to your type of game. I didn't bother with the presets in the other pair, and I just found the ones that were in there brilliant anyway. They've usually got presets in there that you can just cycle through and try them out. So I'll give that a go as well. And I'm absolutely the thing that was bugging me with the other pair was that every minute I was getting a blackout of interference. There wasn't one moment of interference with that pair of headphones until I walked all the way up the stairs to go to the toilet with them on. So I got right to the top of the house on the other side and they cut off. And that was the first part of interference I got. Came back down again, crystal clear. I mean, that was a good 10 minutes of listening to radio. Didn't hear one crackle, one dropout. Was absolutely perfect. If I walk into the kitchen, which is just behind the living room here, it was absolutely perfect. Didn't get any break off at all. So for where I'll actually be using it, it's absolutely fine. And even when I did go to the loo and came back out again, it immediately picked up the signal again and carried on. There was no having to sync it or anything. So absolutely spot on, people. I could not have asked for more. I've picked the perfect set of headphones. So you're looking at £180 if you're interested in them. 176 I think I got them from Amazon for, and I paid a £5 for the next day delivery. Turtle Beach's own website have them at $179.99. As I say, they used to be $250, so it's a pretty decent price, and they are really well reviewed. I looked at all the reviews for them, and they were getting 4.5 out of 5. I think it was even just a little bit more than that, but 4.5 out of 5, pretty much across the board. Everyone's saying that they were fantastic at that level. I mean, it's just, yeah, great work, Turtle Beach. I'm really chuffed. And now I'm going to go put them on and play something, I think, and try and enjoy them. I might actually not game and go and watch Game of Thrones with them on, because that's the kind of way I just hang, people. I'm just that. I need to know what happened in Game of Thrones. I just do. Anyway, we'll see how far I get. But I will update you all. I'll start using them. You'll see me using them once I get around to doing some more streams, and even if it's just pre-recorded ones with me on video. And when I do my recordings, I'm wearing the headset anyway, even though if I'm not on camera, because I don't want the feedback from the soundbar, obviously, so I always play with headphones on. So yeah, I'll keep you posted. I hope that was of use to anyone who was looking at headphones and trying to find something that will sort of cover all the bases. I didn't try attaching them to any other devices as yet, but I believe that's dead simple as well, and you get the same quality of sound. So there you are. Let me know in the comments below if you thought they were awesome, and if you're thinking of getting another pair, and if it helped you. And I shall see you all. It's been an honour and a privilege serving for you all again, and I shall see you all next time. Take it easy, folks. Bye.